Hey guys, and welcome back to the Fergie Way and what will be the final episode of Season 3. We are, of course, today going back to face Tottenham, the team who knocked us out of the Champions League. It's the FA Cup final, and today is a day where we need to exert some revenge. However, before we get into the game, what we're going to do, rather than me doing a separate end-of-season review, we're going to cram a little season review in before the live com, so let's get straight to it. So first things first, we're going to take a quick look at the league, and we ended on 99 points. We have done better in the past, but with 3 losses and 3 draws, we've not been quite as dominating as possible. However, a little bit more, realistic if you like, picking up a few losses along the way. Of course, we already knew that Swansea and Wolves were doomed to be relegated, and Brighton had somewhat of a shot. They had a little chance that they could get out. It didn't come. They got beat, and not only that, they ended up finishing bottom, and then they sacked Chris Hughton as well, just to make matters worse. So that's how the league ended, and as usual, we are going to take a little look at the Championship to see who's come up. And it's QPR, Stoke, and Palace are the ones who have made it through the playoffs. So those 3 teams are coming up. Wolves, Swansea and Brighton are going down. It'll be interesting because QPR will be the first time they've come into the Premier League since the sort of Fergie Way started. But Palace and Stoke, of course, making a return. So as we go back and we just have a quick glance down at the player sort of stats, Darmian and Herrera ending up with top average ratings. Juan Mata coming third in the player of the match ratings. Interestingly, David De Gea only finished third in the clean sheets. I think that shows the way that this season's been. Ordinarily, we've been a fucking unit in the past. Not quite been the case this season. Goal scoring, Memphis Depay finishing third in the goal scoring charts. However, I feel he might have pushed Harry Kane if he was involved for the balance of the season. Of course, picked up an injury, kept him out of the last few games, but it is what it is. So as we go to the awards now, as we know, Harry Kane did pick up the top goal scorer award. Martial picked up Young Players Award. Bravo picked up the Golden Glove, and we knew De Gea wasn't in it. We did pick up Manager of the Year, which is a great thing. It shows that we've done really, really well. And this goes to show how our teams performed. Team of the Year, Darmian. Darmian was the only player who made it in there. So I think when we see the likes of Dear Ali and Harry Kane sat in there, it shows how Tottenham's resurgence did doing quite well this season. Griezmann and Sane holding the wide position. Sanchez coming in as a striker up at top. And David Luiz and Kurt Zouma playing really well at the back for Chelsea. I think it just sort of signals that although we won the league, we've been dominating over the past couple of seasons. This season, we didn't quite, we didn't play with the vigour that we've had in the past. Brutally, I'll be amazed that Paul Pogba's not made it into the team because he did only end up injured in the very last game of the season. It shows that there's work to do with the squad. I believe the squad's strong enough. I just think that we need to add a couple of players here and there just to make them that domineering force that we're going to need next season to really push on into the Champions League final. In other news, Zlatan Ibrahimovic did set a date for retirement at the end of the year, so he's retired while at the club. I do think a lot of that's based on the fact that I've not offered him a new contract. I am tempted to give him a little bit of a swan song in today's FA Cup final, just as a little bit of a thank you, Zlatan. And he's retiring. Maybe I could offer him a contract. I don't know. I probably won't. I think it would be ridiculous to do so. He's at an age where this year he's underperformed. I think we should just let him go out on a high, hopefully maybe grabbing a goal in the FA Cup final, but only time will tell. A little bit of sort of administration to finish up is we did end up beating Burnley 1-0 in the final game of the Premier League. Callum Gribbin scoring from a free kick. I'm not going to go into the fixture and have a look at anything because we're chopped for time, because we're going to try and sort of highlight the squad and how well or not it's done. So if we put the squad up now by average rating, we can see, of course, that Juan Mata was up there, Darmian's up there, Pogba, Alaba, but who is at the bottom this year? Angel Gomez, who it must be said as a youngster has come in and played a good number of games. He's had 26 starts, only having a 7.14. Donnarumma only having a 7.12, but goalkeepers, we don't expect it from them. And again, Ruben Neves, now he's played only a 7.18, but to be honest, his pass completion's been exceptional. Sort of a 91% last time I looked throughout his whole career at United. So he's not in any danger. He's in that unsung hero position. It's hard to get a fantastic rating playing a central midfielder in a defensive role. But this is where it gets a little bit concerning. Marcus Rashford only played a 7.18. He had 32 starts, did manage to get 17 goals and 14 assists. So I suppose really, influencing 31 times across 32 starts. not bad going, but he did have 11 appearances from the bench. Anyone else to be concerned about? Fosu Mensah, only playing a 7.21, not too bad. So I don't think anybody's had a really horrific season. I think the season was built around the fact that striking-wise, we had our 4 strikers, we picked up injuries, Zlatan had a couple of bad ones. Not having those 4 strikers to choose from and not having 4 world-class strikers because Zlatan had fell off the boil was just what basically summed up when we got towards the end of the season and we really need someone to be pushing on. It never happened. It damaged us. It possibly played a part in sending us out of the Champions League, and it's something we need to rectify going forward. I also feel that the team may, and I say may, benefit from someone in central midfield to try and boost the numbers, because when we've suffered injuries, it's not been great. And you have to bear in mind that we are going to be without Paul Pogba as we head into the new season. One of the big question marks that sits around the team right now, Juan Mata. Now, he's 31 years old. He's still great. He's still got quality exuding from every orifice is the way I see it. But do we need an attack midfielder? Do we need someone else to come in and try and do a job in that position? Or do we rely on the likes of Callum Gribbin and young Gomez and Juan Mata to try and fill that void? And is that going to weaken our central midfield line? And this is what I need to revisit. This is what I'm going to have to look at over the summer. If anyone comes available, do we maybe have a sniff? Do we maybe have a buy? I'm definitely going to be going for a striker. And as you'll know, I'm in love with Dybala, and it's someone who I'd like to bring in, but it may not be possible. But the attack midfielder / the central midfield position may be something that we'll go and have a visit of. However, from season review points, of course, we won the Premier League, we won the Community Shield. We did go out of the EFL Cup, but that was something we let the young lads master their own destiny. We did go out to City. However, we won the return leg, so positives there where positives are. FA Cup, still in it. Today's episode. I really want to win the FA Cup, otherwise I'm going to see it as a little bit of a disaster of a season, having only won the Premier League and the Community Shield, because of course we got knocked out of the Champions League by Tottenham as well. So without further ado, we're going to head straight into that FA Cup final, where of course we'll play Spurs, and where really we want to put one over on them. On the run into the FA Cup final, guys, I did get the monthly player awards. Pochettino won Manager of the Month. As we take a look there, we came third. We never really expected to come away with the Manager of the Month award this month. But great news on the youngster front. Gribbin, Gomez and Twinzabe getting a 1-2-3 in the Young Player of the Month. So as we head into the team selection screens here at Wembley, we will start with who's in the home dugout, which of course is us. And we've got De Gea in net, Alaba, Romagnoli, Eric Bailly, Darmian, based on the fact that Darmian's been in the team of the year. That's why Sidibe's not playing today. We have Renato Sanchez, Neves and Herrera. Obviously Sanchez stepping into Pogba's role and Herrera stepping into Sanchez's role. We then have Juan Mata playing a trequartista role. It has to be said he is not sharp for the game. However, I want to give us the best opportunity to win. We then have Memphis Depay as the advance forward. And of course, the retiring Zlatan Ibrahimovic in for his swan song. And can he get a goal today? If he could, it would be absolutely magical. Onto the Tottenham team. It's looking a very familiar side. However, they are without Del Alli, who is injured. They've got Lloris, Danny Rose, Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Kyle Walker. Then have Dembele and Deer in the middle with Felipe Anderson, the ever-present Firmino, who's caused me no end of aggro this season, Lamella, and then Harry Kane. Come on then, Roy, cup final day, what are you giving us? Not a right lot, it has to be said, so we're going to add some hard tackling to Lamella. We'll also do it to Kane. And as we move into the team talk, and surely it has got to be passionately for the fans. In fact, no, get out there and prove to everyone that you're winners. That gives us a little bit of green. I like that one. We're also going to tell them that we expect them to make a difference. We have faith, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully today's game, it can cap off the season with a trophy, and maybe even better still, give Zlatan Ibrahimovic the finish he deserves. As a player, not just at United, but as a player, the legend that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, to end with a goal would be absolutely fucking marvellous. So we're going to start the game, and as I say today, I would love Zlatan to grab a goal. I really, really would. Whether he's going to or not, it's debatable. We do have Rashford and Martial on the bench, but to be honest, they've not been performing that well of late. So I felt like starting with Zlatan and Depay is actually the best way to go, if I'm brutally honest with you. It's Eric Dier now, deep in the Tottenham half, in his own area. Tries clearing it, but Romagnoli gets on the ball. Neves plays it to Herrera. Still Herrera to Ibra. Mata now. Mata again, as I say, he's not going to see the game out, not a chance. However, if he can give us a boost early on in the game, I'll take it. We can then bring on Callum Gribbin. Memphis knocks it out to Sanchez. Still Sanchez to Mata, Ruben Neves. Sanchez. Sanchez gets wiped out by Danny Rose. Is he going to see a card? He's not. He gets away with it as Mata stands over a free kick. Hits the post. Oh, Romagnoli nearly swooped in. Nearly scooped the ball into the net. It wasn't the case. We are only going to get a throw in. But early intent, 5 minutes in, shows that we're really going for this. It's Walker now. Still Kyle Walker plays it to Dembele. Still Dembele, weak shot towards De Gea. It's the first time Tottenham have been down there, but at least they've registered one on target. It's Lamela standing over a free kick, hits one, it goes high and wide. Well, not wide, but certainly very, very high. 15 minutes into the game, and Depay has picked up an injury, and Eric Dier is carrying an injury for them. So first of all, we have to take off Memphis Depay. We are going to bring on Martial as opposed to Rashford. We'll let that sort of play out. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go to opposition. Sorry, I should have done this a second ago. We'll give Eric Dier some hard tackling, hopefully force him off the field, because he will certainly be intercepting almost everything in the middle of the park. So yeah, if we can cancel him out of the game, that'll be both Eric Dier and Dele Alli out of the game if we manage it. You never know. I mean, those guys as well, of course, have been in the team of the year. They've been stalwarts in sort of Tottenham's setup this year. So if we can get rid of them, jobs are good. Martial now, first touch of the ball. Neves to Alaba. Romagnoli plays it to Herrera. Alaba now. Sanchez plays it to Mata. Mata's gone wide. Mata with a cross. Zlatan! Oh, come on. Come on. If we wanted anyone to be on the end of that, it was Zlatan. He did get there, but he could do nothing more than put it straight at Hugo Lloris. But are we going to get another bite of the cherry here? It's Sanchez to Herrera. Herrera to Martial. Martial with a shot from distance. It's pushed wide by Lloris. We will get a corner. Mata will take it. Mata whips it in. Back post. Eric Bailly nods it wide of the post. And Tottenham will regain possession. It's Neves. Sanchez. To Mata. Back to Sanchez. Back with Mata now. Mata to Ibra. Ibra puts it over the bar. Come on, Zlatan. It's your day today. It really is. So cup final, and I'm not even wearing a shirt in time. I'm missing a trick here. I know a lot of other creators do. I think maybe for the Fergie Way, we break out the suit and the shirt and the tie for the Champions League final, because that's the pinnacle. That's what we're going for. So that's what we'll do. I'll try and remember. I should remember. But Champions League final, suited and booted. It's got to be. It's Mata now. Herrera. Herrera with a shot. Zlatan was offside, it looked like to me. It looked like he got a touch. He obviously didn't. We've won a corner instead. Mata will force it in. It's landing with Martial. Lloris runs out, manages to catch the ball. 63% possession to us. We've started well, but I don't want to slip a goal. And it's, I thought Vertonghen was going to nod that into the back post. He's not done. We still have possession now. It's Alaba. Loses out to Lamela. Romagnoli just swoops in. World-class defender Romagnoli's done so well since coming to the club and calmly takes the ball back. It's Firmino now. Lamela plays it down to Walker on the right. Walker will cross. It's Kane. Herrera swoops in, kicks the ball out of play for a corner rather than it land at the feet of Harry Kane, because as we know, top goal scorer in the league, has been dangerous this year. We certainly don't want to be giving him any chances. Well done, Herrera. Alaba over a free kick. Goes wide of the post. It was one of those that was just sort of appeared. We didn't get any of the highlights on the run up to it, but Mata will take the resulting corner. Mata whips it in. It gets headed over the bar. What looks like, it was a defensive header by the looks of it from Spurs, so we will get another shot now from the other side. Alderweireld kicks it clear. 40 minutes on the clock. Heading towards half-time, and I really hoped playing Mata in this first half might have given us something, but we just gave the ball away. Harry Kane maybe should have scored. It's not gone down as a clear cut, but to me, it looked about as clear cut as they come, and Tottenham really should be 1-0 up now. It's Martial. Martial cuts inside, plays it to Ibrahimovic with a shot from distance, saved by Lloris. It's pushed wide. We are going to get yet another corner. It's our 6th corner of the game. Juan Mata forces it in. Doesn't go anywhere. It's out with Alaba now. Plays it back to Mata. Mata still on the ball. Unfortunately loses possession. It goes to Dembele. And we are heading into the depths of the end of the half now. And there we have it. Half time. So I don't know whether assertively tell them that, they're not doing well enough, or whether to basically say to them, keep going. You can get this today. I think we've played well enough to get the win. Zlatan's had a couple of chances. I tell you what we'll do. Tottenham, revenge. Bollocks, didn't work. I'm going to assertively tell him that you have the ability to make a difference today. You have the ability. Yes, we're getting some greens now. Right, there we go. We've got a lot more greens on the board. It's looking quite well. At the moment, Juan Mata's not done too bad. I was recommended 45 minutes, but he's got 83% fitness. Is obviously sharpness is coming up as he's getting into the game, so we're going to hang on to him a little bit now. But hopefully, we can do something. I feel if we can get the ball to Zlatan, a big game player, big occasion, last game for the club, last game in football, surely he's going to be able to add a goal here today. Alaba stood over a free kick. Darmian will try and get to it. He doesn't, though. It gets cleared out, but it's only as far as Bailly. Nearly on the 60th minute, it's Ruben Neves to Sanchez. Sanchez to Mata. Still Mata plays it wide to Darmian. Zlatan's lurking at the near post. Oh, it gets nodded back. Martial maybe could have swung with foot at it, but he didn't. He turned on the ball, tried whipping it back in. It didn't pay, but at the moment, we're still in a commanding position. Mata to Sanchez. Sanchez, Herrera from the edge, offside, Romagnoli. As the shot was struck, it obviously hit him, offside position, but hey-ho, it's Romagnoli on the ball again, it's Herrera now. To Sanchez. Sanchez plays it forward to Martial, plays it back to Sanchez, he's going to have a crack, he does, it was a poor one, shot that pretty much went very, very wide, and Tottenham have now started to make changes with Eriksson, Min and Bentaleb entering the fray. 20 minutes left, it's 0-0. And I feel I might have to do something myself as we're now down to 15 minutes to go. I have so many yellow cards sat in the middle. Right, so we're going to bring on Callum Gribbin. And we'll switch Sanchez and Gribbin round. We'll put Gribbin in Pogba's position. That's where he likes to play. It's where we probably get the most from him. I'm going to save a substitution because if we're going into extra time, they're going to end up with a lot of tired legs. I, of course, have Juan Mata who's getting a bit tired. No doubt Zlatan's going to be getting a little bit tired as well. But they're over a free kick here. It's Anderson. Harry Kane. Neves takes the ball from him, but he doesn't get it clear enough. Only went as far as Bentaleb. It's Min now, fresh legs on the ball. Still Min, but Alaba. Oh, it's Kyle Walker breaking down the right. Walker cleared out. Well done, Eric Bailly. Martial nods it down to Zlatan, who plays a 1-2 with him. It's Martial now. Can he get through? He's in. Get in there. Come on. 10 minutes to go. Martial with a great ball from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A little 1-2 in the middle of the park. And it has put us in a commanding position now. We've got one hand on the trophy as Martial skips past his defender, buries it into the bottom corner. And finally, over what's been felt like the last couple of months in the game, Martial hasn't been performing, but he's come up in a big game with a big goal. It's Bailly now to Darmian. We are going to set ourselves to defend now. It's Romagnoli. Alaba to Gribbin. Gribbin's marching forward. He's only got one man ahead of him. It's Ibrahimovic on the ball. Loses out to Danny Rose. But we are still in possession. It's Romagnoli now to Alaba. 5 minutes to go. Still Alaba. Plays it back to Neves. Romagnoli. All the way back to De Gea. We are playing a very, very calm game now. We will still keep the possession. It's Gribbin. Neves. Sanchez to Martial to Ibrahimovic. Plays it over the top to Alaba. Alaba will try and hit a cross. He does. Someone gets on the end of it. It looked like Martial. It didn't trouble the Reese though. Dive to the bottom corner. Easily picked up. We are heading into the final couple of minutes. It's Alaba to Gribbin. Gribbin to Sanchez on the edge. Still Sanchez. Weak shot towards Hugo Lloris. But as long as we're in possession, it's keeping Tottenham at this end of the field. I'm a happy manager. It's Darmian. Sanchez back with Darmian. Ruben Neves. Neves takes a shot. Zlatan's offside. I don't know why, because he didn't really interfere with any play. It could have just carried on there. But the rules are the rules. Bailly. Martial. Martial's running up there on his own, but he does lose out to Alderweireld. It's Bailly to Sanchez. Callum Gribbin. Mata, who's managed to stay on the pitch for the full 90 minutes. We didn't really have too much choice in that matter. Neves. Down to Mata. Ibra's making moves ahead. He didn't see him, though. It's Gribbin. Mata to Martial. Still Martial. Play it across. Oh. Martial still hits a shot towards goal. Cleared by Danny Rose. We've got literally 90 seconds left on the clock until we lift the FA Cup for the second year running. It's Alaba. If he's going to take the throw in, well done. Waste time, son. I'll take that all day long. He's still wasting time. There we go. Gribbin on the ball now. Back to Alaba. Alaba to Gribbin. To Sanchez on the edge of the area to Mata. Mata loses the ball, and this might be a very dangerous counter-attack. Bailly nods it clear. Well done, Eric Bailly. Just hoof it, son. Neves. Romagnoli to Alaba. Martial. Sanchez. Zlatan. Zlatan gets fouled by Jan Vertonghen. We are now 20 seconds away from lifting the FA Cup. Callum Gribbin staring at the wall. What are you going to do? He takes a shot from distance. It doesn't matter that it didn't come to anything. Full time, we do retain the FA Cup. Zlatan maybe not grabbing that goal. I really wished he would in his final game for the club. But nonetheless, we're going to passionately tell the lads that we're happy. And there's a little sigh of relief because, to be honest, that was quite a tense game. For me, as the manager, for someone who lost to this team in the Champions League semi-final. And I'm pretty happy right now. I really, really am. So as we get towards the end there, of course, there was an injury. It was Memphis. Used club doctor. The clubs picked up money, etc. Everybody was spotted at Wembley watching the game, and no bloody wonder. But that does bring season 3 of the Fergie Way to a close. Of course, we have not won that Champions League yet. I'm going to have to go away and be very, very busy this summer to try and strengthen in the attacking areas of the team to try and ensure that we can bring the Champions League in what will be the 4th season of the Fergie Way. So if you've enjoyed the journey, guys, hit the like button. You'll be doing me a massive favour. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can come back tomorrow with the Fergie Way in the 4th season, where, of course, we'll be without the retired Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We're hoping to add a striker. You probably know who I'm going to look to buy, but if I can do it, I will, and if not, I'm going to have to explore other avenues. But until tomorrow night's episode, guys, I've been Teach FM, and I'll catch you later. See you in a bit.